Hey everybody, Anish Majumdar here, career coach to the fiercely ambitious. Thanks for tuning in. I need to apologize right before I get started. I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to come in really close here. But I've got this cut, this nice smackaroo here right on my nose. I want to just say right now, I don't typically get into bar fights on my time off. This is from my 1-year-old son Henry. He got a little too overenthusiastic and he just went So I apologize if I look like I got beaten up. I promise you I look a lot tougher than I probably am. So I very excited. Okay, I want to tell you this right now. The piece of advice I'm going to give you right now, you're either going to come down on the side of absolutely no-brainer, of course, or hell no, that's totally not me. It's not going to happen. And I'm going to plant the seed in your mind right now. Which side do you come down on? Because I really want to hear from you on this. I raised this topic up for discussion on LinkedIn a couple of months ago. It blew up. It became a hugely viral sort of thing. And so I want to put it to you guys as well. And I really want to see where you fall on this. So let's assume you accept an offer, right? Great job on paper, great company and all of that. What's going to be your number one priority when you start work? For most people, what they're going to do is they're just going to go hit it hard, right? They're just going to go in every day, pull in the extra hours to make the job a good fit for them and just make it happen. They're also going to stop the job search at that period, right? Here's what I recommend. Start the job. Give it everything you've got. Commit 100%. But keep the fires of the job search burning for at least 2 months after you start the position. In other words, the calls that you had in the pipeline, carry them through to fruition. Some of the interviews you had, carry them through. Keep it going for at least 2 months before shutting it down. Don't shut it down when you accept the offer. Now, a bunch of you out there will probably say, what is that? That's so disloyal. You know, I've just started there and I've already got my foot out the door. I don't even know it's going to work. My counter argument to that is, yes, you're absolutely right. Neither of us know with certainty whether this role is going to work. In fact, the stats show that well over 30% of new hires, after 1 month, they know this is not a good fit. This is not going to work for me. And if your job search fires are still active, then that delay is going to be for however long you're at that job. 1 month, 2 months, whatever. You know, probably not much more than that, right? And you're going to jump ship, or you're going to take an interview, take a counteroffer, take something that's already in the pipeline. If you stop the job search and you find out 2 months down the line, which is just like 8 weeks down the line, that this job isn't a fit for you, to ramp it up is going to needlessly extend your job search time. And what would have been a 1 or 2 month blip that doesn't even bear mentioning on your resume is now 4 months. 5 months, 6 months. Now you've got a job gap. Now you've got a career gap and you've got to deal with it now. It's a bigger problem. Honestly, it's a bigger hassle. And you very well may have to address that in your resume. And it's a whole circular route of problems. So I look at that as covering your butt. You know, I look at that as, I don't know. And this is very true. You know, people will get hired not knowing all sorts of background stuff that may be happening at the company that you are not privy to. Maybe the company has just been sold. Maybe they were planning on laying off the entire division, but for whatever reason, this was already in the pipeline. They had to hire someone. You don't know, right? There's all sorts of stuff that you can find out once you start the role that's going to undercut and fundamentally change the picture of what you agreed to. This, keeping the job search going covertly, in a ramp down way, but keeping it consistently going for at least 2 months after you start a role, that's a way to, again, safeguard against the unknown. Safeguard against that 30% of people who step in and go, uh-oh, this is a bad one. This is not one that's going to work. So I look at that as protection. I don't judge someone out there who says, that's too mercenary for me. You know, like I can't, you know, just walk into something half-heartedly like that and take that kind of an approach. I want to know from you. You know, I want to know what you think. You know, what do you think about this? You know, is this something that you would seriously consider? Is this something that you would seriously do? Do you see the point that I'm trying to make? And do you think that it is worth doing that to protect your back end, as it were? You know, to minimize the risk of you starting this new role and really not knowing whether it's going to be good for you. Good on paper is not always good in real life. So tell me, leave me a comment. let me know what your experience is. I read every one of those things, so I really want to know where you come down on this side. Do you think it's too mercenary, or do you think that it just makes absolute sense based on protecting who you are and protecting your fortunes and that of your family and loved ones, obviously beyond any one role? So you tell me. I want to know. Hit me up. All right, I really, really, really want to know what you feel about this. Thanks for learning with me. Thanks for following me. Thanks for your trust, and I wish you mucho, mucho, mucho success as you move forward. I hope this year and every year to come, this is what your trajectory looks like in your career. I hope you are spectacular and absolutely ridiculous in terms of what you can create for yourself, and the bounty and the success that you can deliver for yourself and for others. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon.